My name is Elise Rose, and this is my story. I am 23 years old. I am a social media influencer. I am Peruvian and I am American. I grew up in the hood. We grew up with nothing, just each other. My dad was not a big part of my life growing up. Didn't really see him as much as most kids see their father. I saw my mom struggle a lot growing up. I've seen so many things happen to my mom. I've seen her get hurt. I've seen her at her weakest points and her strongest points ever. We used to live deep in the east side growing up with cockroaches literally on the floor. Sometimes eating just crackers and water for dinner. I always remembered my mom when we were growing up. She tried to be so slick, but she wasn't slick at all. You know, whenever your mom's having a bad day, you could just tell because she's not herself, but she always managed to smile around you. That's how my mom is. I remember her being so sad, so stressed out, but still trying to make it happen for everybody else. She's the strongest woman that I know. And I would be dead if it wasn't for her. My relationship with my dad has always been very rocky. That's why I never really talk about him. You guys always ask me why I never talk about my father, and that's the reason why. I mean, it's better now. We're good. Of course, I love him, always have, always will. That's my dad. I'm so blessed and so grateful, but we just had a rocky relationship. It's not nobody's fault. It's family. You know, when you and your family get into it, it is what it is. Sometimes you guys fight more than usual, and that's okay. And that was our relationship with our father. I had a really rough childhood growing up, actually. I guess you could say I've always been a rebellious person, a troubled child. I was always getting in trouble. I don't know where I got that from, but you know, I've always been kind of bad. It is what it is though. It was just really rough. Always in trouble, in and out of the principal's office. And I was like, you know what, high school's gonna be better. I'm gonna be good, I got it, it's good. I was a freshman, I got in my first physical fight ever. That fight happened because she tried to fight my sister and that was not gonna happen. Girl, where you at? Back to the video. After I got kicked out of a private school freshman year for fighting, I went to a public school. At first I got involved with a lot of gangs and a lot of wrong people because I felt empty. I felt like I didn't really have a family. I don't know why I felt like that, because I had one. High school was really rough. I would always be getting in fights at school every single day, all the time, in the bathroom, in the quads, you know, anywhere during lunch, during break, I would always be fighting because I was just so angry at life. A couple years went by and then I was a junior. I was still in and out of the principal's office, getting kicked out of schools, a horrible situation, so it was very bad. And junior year changed my life. I got in a really bad fight with somebody, fist fight. And then we both got kicked out of the school, but I ended up in homeschool. And while I was in homeschool being a junior, I got suicidal. I don't know, it was because I felt empty, I felt alone, I felt low of myself, I felt like people weren't proud of me, I felt like a disgrace to my family because my whole life I've been a fuck up. I've always disappointed everybody. And I'm like, dang, I'm a junior and I have done nothing right for myself. Always being compared to everybody else, like you could be more like her. Why aren't you more like him? And now I'm sitting in my room doing my homework. I like damn near, I'm always home because I can't go to any other school, and then that's when my depression kicked in. And then I met this beautiful girl named Priya, became my best friend. She understood me, she didn't judge me. She got who I was. She wanted the best for me. She would always give me advice on relationships and everything, and I was like, yo, I've never met a girl like you. Like, you're like the best friend I've ever had. And then one day, I'm on my way to Vegas with my family. We're driving in the car, right? Before I left the house, actually, to go to Vegas, it was like 4.5 hours away from where we live. I sent her a message. It was like this platform that used to be called MySpace. It was kind of like Instagram, but it was cool. And I was like, hey babe, like, where you at? Like, let's hang out when I get back from Vegas, text me, whatever. She didn't reply. I was like, okay, it's okay. I left. Tell me why the whole 4 hours in the car I slept. I didn't wake up at all, which is so weird, because you know, it was like you wake up in and out of sleep. I didn't wake up at all until we got there. And when we got there, my sister in the car was like, I have to talk to you. I was like, okay, about what? Like, chill out, what's good? And she's like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, okay, about what? She's like, okay, well, let's go say hi to the family, and I'll take you upstairs and we'll talk. So we had just gotten to Vegas and I was like confused, and I texted my friend, like my best friend Priya, and I was like, yo, are you okay? Like, hey, like you did not reply to me, what's good? Like, you mad? Like, what's going on? And then we go inside and I'm like, yo, I can't do this. Like, Ashley, let's go talk now. And she's like, okay, fine, let's go. So she takes me upstairs and she told me that she was like, Priya died. I can tell you, I've never felt such pain in my life, because like your best friend, yo, I'm gonna cry, this is so ugly, but your best friend is like your world, like your everything. And when she told me that, I was like, yo, you're sick. Like, who jokes like that? Who joke? That's not funny. And then I started laughing. I was like, you know what? I was like, you're weird. Like, shut up. And then she was like, look at me. She's gone. And I was like, how dare you? Like, shut up. And then I texted her. I didn't get a text back. And then she showed me all the proof, the evidence, everybody texting her. She had just gotten in a car accident. And she was pronounced dead. I didn't sleep that night at all. Worst pain of my life. Worst pain of my life. My eyes were swollen for days. I couldn't stop crying. And then after that, I lost myself. I went to her funeral, her viewing. I wore all black, of course. And as I was walking down the aisle, I was like, you're strong, like you got this. You've been crying for days, just relax, you know? The minute I got to her coffin and I saw her, like, yo, I fell apart. So my mom and my sister, they both grabbed me from each end because I fell to my knees and I was like, wake up, dude, like, dude, wake up, wake up. And she wouldn't wake up. And they grabbed me up and I was just like, I grabbed her arm and she was so cold. She was so cold, yo. But at that moment, I really realized that she was gone. She wasn't coming back. And I fell again. My family had to literally carry me out by my arms. I couldn't walk anymore. I was so weak. I was crying. I was a mess. And that right there fucked me up. I lost myself after I lost her. I didn't have anybody, anything else to turn to, so I thought about committing suicide at that point in my life. I found a rope downstairs in the garage. No one was home that day and I was just by myself at home. I grabbed the rope and then something got into me and I'm pretty sure it was Priya telling me not to do it. Stop, don't do it. You have so much more to live for, don't do it. I fell to my knees, I don't know how, but I fell to my knees and I dropped that rope and I started crying and thanking God and praying for her. I told my mom the incident that happened, and then my mom looked up this place online called Sunburst Youth Academy, a military school located in Los Alamitos that changed my life forever. She was like, you don't have to go, you know, I can't force you, it's up to you. And I was like, you know what, I'm down. Like, that's fine, I'll go. It's a 6-month program whenever you catch up on your credits and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, I'm down. I have nothing else, like, I have nothing else to do. Like, I'm bored here at home. We got all my items, my clothes and whatnot. Then 2 weeks before like I left, I was like, I'm not gonna go anymore. My mom was like, what? I was like, I'm not gonna go anymore. I don't want to. The way my mom looked at me, oh, I'd do anything for my mom. And she looked at me with like she was sad, disappointed, and I was like, I walked to my room, I came back minutes later, and I was like, I'm gonna go. I promise you, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for you, not for me, for you. I got to the military school, I almost got kicked out of military school within 24 hours. I almost got kicked out the first day, but I didn't. Months went by in there, and that place saved my life, yo. Man, Sunburst Youth Academy, I love you guys so much. Y'all really helped me. You guys saved me and I owe you guys my life. Military school ended. I was now a senior. Alright, so you know, my credits, I was all caught up on my credits. I was ready. I'm a senior now. My private school that I was in freshman year, they allowed me to go back. They're like, okay, fine, come back. Like, you have your credits, you've changed. I got kicked out again senior year. Long story, it was not my fault. I finished off my senior year of high school homeschooling, which was cool. I actually liked it at the point. I was like, you know, I like it. Your girl is student of the month this month. It was good. I graduated early, actually. But I was at first behind My whole high school, you know, I was ditching class and fighting, and then I ended up being ahead of everybody, which is great. And I went to college when I was 17. Now I'm gonna sum this up as short as I can. At that point in my life, I met a girl, another girl. That wasn't like my first girlfriend, but we were together actually for 5 years. 4.5, 5 years, on and off, and that was a very, very abusive relationship. She would hit me all the time, and I was so weak. Mind you, I know how to fight, but I would never hit my significant other. I know, like, it's about self-defense and whatnot, like, okay, go ahead, but I never did, because I was just against that. I'm like, I'm not gonna hit the girl that I'm in love with, like, you're out of your mind. It was a very dark relationship, very abusive. I can remember myself crying in the bathroom so many times, scared of my life, shaking with the door locked, blaming myself constantly, letting myself get manipulated by this person, and I would hope that she would change, and I was blaming myself, and I'm like, is it because, like, are you ugly? I'm ugly. I'm not good enough. I don't have everything that all the other girls have. What's wrong with you? Like, I lost myself in those 5 years. I'm proud of myself because I got out of that. So I lost myself twice in my whole life. First time in high school when I lost my best friend, and second time in that relationship. But that was the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I wish that girl nothing but well things for her. And I pray for her every day, and I want to see her do good in life, and God bless her. During that toxic relationship, I got on social media. I would post a bunch of pictures of myself and whatnot. I had 100,000 followers. To me, I'm just saying, it was like a lot to me. I had 100,000 followers. I was just nothing but selfies. I was like, like every other, most Instagram girls, you know, live your best life. One day I was like, hey, I want to post a video of like something relatable. So I went to my mom's garage and I was like, don't you hate whenever a hater is blah blah blah, and I posted it, and I got so much hate. They're like, oh, you're better if you shut your mouth. You're more attractive whenever you just shut up and take pictures. And I was like, huh. So I can either let that break me, or I can just keep going. I never did it to become famous or for money. Like, I was good. Me and my girl at the time, we were good, we were fine. One video led to the next, and without doing it for that reason, by the grace of God, he let me get to where I am today. And that's crazy, because I never even did it for that reason. I was like, that's insane. I don't want to toot my own horn, because there's no point in being humble if you're gonna say you're humble, but I feel like that's why I'm humble about it. Like, I don't really care. Like, I love my supporters, of course, but like, yo, I'm like, we're like a family here. I'm no better than y'all, and it ain't nobody better than me. We're all equal here. But with that being said, my name is Celise Rose. I am 23 years old. I am the strongest person I know besides my mother. I now take care of a lot of my family members. I now have millions and millions of beautiful supporters, men and women, children, teenagers, all over the world, all over the country. My name is Celise Rose. I almost lost my life multiple times. I lost myself multiple times, but I found myself, and now I am somebody that I am so proud to call me. I am so strong, and can't nobody break me. Can't nobody ever do anything to hurt me or make me lose myself. But I'm proud of myself, and I hope you're proud of yourself too, and I hope you guys always hold on and stay strong and fight for your life every day. And if you guys are in a negative situation, you guys get out. If you guys are in a bad or toxic or abusive situation, get out. I didn't give up on myself, and I encourage you guys to be yourself and love yourself, and always stand up for yourself, because if anybody deserves this kind of happiness, it is you. And until you realize that one day, at that moment is when your life will change for the better. My name is Celise Rose, and this was my story.